Let's dive and explore cold waters. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to take a closer look at the expansion for one of my favorite games, AQUATICA. This one is called Cold Waters and it expands in a way that brings some new modules, some new cards. It also gives us a fifth player for the game. So yeah, let's get down to the table. Let me show you what you get inside this box and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, let's check out AQUATICA Cold Waters expansion. So first thing first, this expansion now brings you a board for the fifth player. Of course, there's another deck, set of mantas and everything that I'm going to show you in a second. But this game now is expanded for up to 5 players, which I find no problem with, to be honest. So the rulebook is fairly simple, pretty easy to understand. There's some new mechanics in here that we're going to go over it in a second. And it explains you if you have the older version of the game, some changes. Luckily I have the new Arcane Wonders edition, so those changes don't apply to my game. And you get these 2 tokens to change some of those from the base game where you give out your mantas for some scoring points. And then you can, if you have these, you can score points that way. So to change some stuff as in the base game, this just adds some more things to that. Now the main thing that is the biggest change is this module that you will cover those mantas from the base board that are on top of the board. You will cover it with this one, and you will deal out cards level 1 and level 2 on the board. And throughout the game you will be able to recruit these cards, and depending when you recruit them, some of them like level 1 have some abilities that will, like this one, will give you +2 on the red when you attack, +2 on attack. So every time you attack you will have a +2, and that stays in your area and gives you +2 by the end of the game. And level 2 cards will basically give you some end game scoring, and they will give you some points, or you need to do something to get some points. And there are always some instant abilities like this one, push one up all the way up, or all of your cards go up, stuff like that. They will just give you to treasure some stuff, and you can get these freely throughout the game. And there's many more, and you will just use some of them throughout the game. And that's what this module do. Also, because this is cold waters, you will get a whole new set of terrain with these like iceberg down here icon, and you will just shuffle all of these in that same deck of cards that you already have of locations, and just put them on the board as normal as everything. You get some more mantas. Of course you get mantas for the white player, and you get some more mantas of those purple ones that anyone can use, and they will give you some coins and some military, just because there's now 5 players, so you need more of these mantas. And of course you get a same old deck for the white player, and then you get some more, 3 new kings to choose from. And you get a bunch of new monsters with the different abilities, and some of them have a really nice thing going on, and that's, as you can see, there's some card text that it's put like this, like on a side, because once you discard this card, and if it's on top of your deck, then it will have something to do, and once you cover over it, then it does nothing. So that's a new mechanic in this game, so you can use these cards even when they are in your discard. They will do then something different, which I find absolutely awesome. And yeah, that is basically that. It's really nice little expansion. Now let's talk a little bit more about it. Okay, that was AQUATICA Cold Waters, and I must be honest, when I first time saw a review from other reviewers about this expansion, because it's out now for some time, I was kind of a little bit of skeptic for it, and I was really on a should I get it or should I not, because that module that brings all these new cards that you can recruit and then have some stuff, it didn't quite look interesting to me. But then I figured, because I really like this game, and sometimes there's 5 players and you really wish you want to play AQUATICA, but it goes only 4. So I just decided to get it just for the sake of having 5 players around the table and we want to play some cool games. AQUATICA, why not? But upon trying the module itself and how it feels, I really like it. I think it's an awesome addition. I almost feel like I don't want to play the regular AQUATICA anymore. I just want to play with that module, if you know what I mean. It is just so wonderful the way it does this. You have now these little things, because sending mantas to just get some points quicker than others was okay. It was nothing uninteresting to say, but still it kind of felt, I don't know, something. It didn't feel good. So this expansion brought this module that I really thought is like, yeah, whatever. But after playing it few times, I think it is working wonderfully. I just like the way it opens up the game. It gives you new abilities, new stuff. Of course, there's some new terrains to conquer, because it's cold waters. Now we can conquer some new terrains. One thing I especially loved is these cards that will now bring you the thing where they work when they are in your discard pile. Then they do something different than when you just play them. And I think that is just geniusly done, because, to be honest, I am not sure have I ever played a board game, a deck building board game, where you have deck building and where your discard, the cards that you discard also do something. Usually you just play them, they did something, they bought you something, they did some damage, whatever, and then you just put them in a discard pile and wait to be drawn again once you have to reshuffle everything. But now you can play the card and you can discard it, and it does something for the entire turn after you cover it with another card. And that is something that I really enjoyed. I think that's the best thing about this expansion, those cards. I don't know, I mean, the module itself, it's awesome, I love it, but the way those cards work in a discard pile is something that I just found really fun and interesting and different from all the others from all the other deck builders. The game itself is not prolonged more. It says 60 minutes, that's what it is. I mean, this is super quick game. Even if you play it with 5 players, there's not going to be like a huge stretch for the game. Of course, if people have AP and don't know what to do, which I have sometimes, to be honest, then the game will prolong inevitably, no matter how many players you are playing it. But playing these 5 players is super easy for me. Even with 4 players, 5 players, it's still the same. So AQUATICA Cold Waters is an absolute delight. Those few little things it added up, they work wonderfully, and I love it very much. So yeah, don't be like me. If you see something you don't like, and I don't like it, I don't care for it, try it. Try it if you have an opportunity. Just try it, because you would be surprised, like I was surprised. It is great addition to the base game. It made AQUATICA even better now, and I can't wait to see what they will do next, because it looks like they know what they are doing. So yeah, that's AQUATICA Cold Waters, an awesome expansion to already awesome game. A game that I thought does not need an expansion, but this one you really need it. So check out AQUATICA Cold Waters, and do join me next time when we are going to dive just on our breath and see how far down can we go. And in the meantime, do subscribe and do check out my Patreon. So like this video, tell me in the comments below, what do you think about this expansion, or have you ever experienced stuff like I don't care for that, and once you try it you figure out it's really good thing, like these expansions or board games maybe, or something. Just tell me something in the comments below, and we're gonna have the little chit chat there. And until next time, pozdrav. We're gonna go over in a second, but yeah. Okay, so that was AQUATICA Cold Waters, and I must say